Challengers is a new sport, drama and romance film directed by Italian filmmaker Luca Guadagnino, and I apologise if I said your surname wrong, who is behind many other great projects such as A Bigger Splash, Call Me By Your Name, the Suspiria remake, the HBO limited series called We Are Who We Are, and Bones and All. This was written by Justin Kuritzkis, making this his first written feature, and for those who don't know, he is married to Celine Song, the brilliant filmmaker behind Past Lives, my favourite film of 2023. The film is about Tashi, played by Zendaya, a former tennis prodigy turned coach who turned her husband into a champion, but to overcome a losing streak, he needs to face his ex-best friend and Tashi's ex-boyfriend. I loved Challengers. I had a blast with this film, and I'm excited to talk about it. So, let's get into it. Luca Guadagnino is a filmmaker whom I'm always there to support when he's made something new. He is an absorbing and profound filmmaker. Now, with his latest film Challengers, once again I felt he directed this film extremely well. This is now my favourite in his filmography. The acting was fantastic. Zendaya strives as the main character. Also, both Josh O'Connor and Mike Feist, who I'm not as familiar with, deliver striving performances as well. The reason why I felt their performances were great was that they portrayed as these dedicated, passionate, competitive and sometimes toxic individuals very well, both professionally and personally towards each other. But it was never on a forceful and cringeworthy level that makes you completely dislike the characters, but more on a self-aware level for them to be more fleshed out, expressive, compelling and flawed people that you understand more about them through the story's non-linear presentation. So in the end, you don't like them, but at the same time, you do like them. The cinematography was very well made. It felt moving and satisfying to experience. Especially the tennis matches, particularly as well the main tennis match, and I applaud the amount of shots that they captured in this film. I cannot forget to mention those POV shots of the players and tennis balls. They were so cool, and it felt like that you were actually in the game. Now, coming from someone who is not really a fan of tennis and doesn't really watch Wimbledon every year during the summer, but this was a lot of fun to watch, and this shit here, this is cinema, just like a lot of things are in films. I have to praise the editing in Challengers. It is on point from the timing on both levels of drama and comedy. But more importantly, how the film handles cutting back and forth between the present and the past. By the way, this does happen a lot, but it is never confusing, repetitive or irrelevant to the story. It's always relevant and supports the brilliant story and our three characters' development, who they are and their lovable and toxic relationships. Plus, the passion, challenges and toxic decisions they all have to come across within the competitive world of tennis. On a visual level, this non-linear technique felt like a tennis ball being hit back and forth. Now that's interesting. The soundtrack by the talents Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross was wicked. Once that first song kicked off, I was really getting into the film. It puts you in the right mood of feeling tense and excited to see where this story's direction is going. The tone is subtle and inviting, plus the dialogue was so excessive, but not as going as far as being 11. Both the tone and dialogue support the fantastic storytelling themes about competitiveness, sexuality, pleasure, success, and manipulation of toxic individuals and relationships within the world of tennis. I do have one tiny issue with Challengers, and that will be that I found the first act to be a bit slow for me, but I do think that the film did this on purpose to slowly build up the flashback scenes whilst it was slowly building up the excitement and tension of the main match in the present. But still, the overall experience of Challengers felt satisfying to watch. I loved how Luca Guadagnino directed this with excellent performances and a script from a first-time feature writer with so much excitement, self-awareness and invitation. This is one of my favourite films of the year, with Dune Part 2, which is now 2 films starring Zendaya. That's cool. You can check out the film now in UK cinemas. I'm going to give Challengers 5 stars out of 5. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and please let me know your thoughts about the film in the comments below. I appreciate the like, subscribe and support as always. Until next time.